Right. Hello, hello. I've been playing a little bit of Torchlight here and there. Not much, so not really pushing or anything. As you can see, it's tier 3 again with mind control, because that's what I have pets for, and that's what I'm familiar with the progression. So I wanted to, record a bit before I actually start playing the game and get into tier 8s. I was at like 1 point something billion, and then I changed the weapons from the tier 2 weapons. Now it's still kind of tier 2, but with a little bit of tier 1s here and there. And I guess I got this one. I bought this one for like a tier 1 int already, although probably the plus 2 to level of erosion stuff would be better, but it was more expensive, so I just got that, and I used all the bound FE that you get from, I guess, there from a little bit, but also from the path here along the way. So I guess I could do the conquest already, because my DPS kind of doubled, and then that would probably. But that means that the video is gonna be at least that 3 minutes then. But yeah, generally nothing special, nothing spectacular in the build. Like most of them here is like tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. That's like cheap to roll. Everything, all of these are also obviously cheap. I tried to corral this one and this one. Nothing really happened. They just became bound. So that was that. And res is what it is. I guess you could have like lightning res instead of all the erosion res, and then like if I really wanted to, I could like try to cap my elemental res. I mean, I will probably do at some point, right? But not quite, not quite. And so far I've only been rushing bosses, if you could even call it as such, because I've basically just finished progging through Time Mark 7. You just do the 0, 1, 2. Okay, I guess sometimes I get one tap here. Interesting. Anyway. Okay, this is kind of a disaster, huh? Last time I did not die at all. I guess sometimes if I get hit, I just get rolled. Also here the dodging is kinda annoying. Obviously the best part is once you're back defensive enough that you can just stand in one place. That's really nice. But surely I should be better than the 940 now that my DPS kinda doubled. Because I'm at 2.5. I'll go and hit dummy after this. Ow. Okay, yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. The best thing would be to just cut that part out, but kind of a lie. So it should all go up to like 2.5 eventually. Or something around that part. Kind of like that. Yeah. Like I said, nothing special. Obviously the thing it's probably everyone is running is the prism here. I mean, obviously the random affixes whatever here, but it's so nice that and it's like one FE to get that, so super nice to just get the movement speed stuff. Helps a lot with the build. So yeah, obviously everything else is pretty much exactly the same as what everyone else is running. This one, I think I found it, actually. Yeah, I think it's the quest reward. And I know, like, technically, like, the rushed is same damage, but the condition is that instead, yeah, you have to move. So basically, it's more damage whenever, like, you're actually moving through the map. But this way, I can just, you know, stand in one place if I fight like a single boss. Like I don't have to just, you know, keep moving all the time, which I kind of like. But yeah, that one rushed is in most scenarios will be just better because you just have to move. Even if you like move in small circles, I think that's still the movement still counts. And these are just, you know, the frail on here. It should work. You know, I'm just copying other people, and this is just, you know, some random deception slates. And you know, usually that would be the progress of going into, you know, the double curse. But now that the curses are different, like it's like there's, it's not different. The curses are not different. It's just the candle is no more, at least in this league, right? So there's no candles. So yeah. So if I want additional curse, it could be like what, verbal abuse on uh, on slate, or necklace implicit. It could also be that. So if I ever could get like a neck with like 3, like I'm not gonna dream about like 4 int obviously, and 2 int is uh kind of weak. So it would be like if like int per level 3 times, third is the fourth one's kind of whatever, and then if I get one is like uh additional curse. That would be very nice because it used to be, right, like that one would be not sellable. Like that corrosion outcome would bind it into the character. But now it's different. So now it can actually be sold. So that's nice, I suppose. But also like buying that would probably be kind of expensive for a while. So yeah, the point is I'm trying to make here is it's probably gonna be the Hagates for a while. Because like if I only have one curse anyway, and then I don't know, like, but probably eventually it's like it will be more damage to do the curse stuff anyway. In one of the mentioned ways, I guess you could also do the pet, but then pet would mean that I need to drop one of these here, right? And as far as I know, like this would be the one that you drop. I think. I guess it's like, you know, repeat cooldown recovery speed, but yeah. And that's for the loot. Uh, so far, oh yeah, I'm still running the official loot filter. Should probably change that, and I was just copying holding the red T7 boss rush. Basically, it's just, you know, it's kind of neat that you get to jump over the progression, but you get minus 50 additional drop quantity. So that means that it's probably not very good for my pets, right? Because I have chalk too. Here in pets, right? I have chalk spirit too. But I would probably like quantity. Although I don't really know how it works with it, but in the boss rush, I don't really drop any pure flame elementium. Obviously, it's because I'm rushing and I don't have a juiced map, but still, it's probably not ideal. So like that's what I've been doing until now, running up to the boss and then repeat it. But now I should go into tier 8s. But with tier 8s, I'm not gonna, you know, run this rushing thingy. So I've been looking around to see what I would change into over here. Like I'm thinking about, outlaw, because that's the one that I actually have pet for. And also the season mechanic, I don't have the pet yet, so I don't really know if it's all that good without having the pet. Because obviously, as usual, the pet has a chance of dropping everything or uh, doubling everything. So yeah, but I do have, like I said, I do have the outlaw pet over here. So that's probably what I'm gonna do from here on out, and I can just swap, like use this one. I think this is the ideal. It's either that or swapping the Amber one, the Amber Pirate, into just the Happy Chunk. It's just more Flame Elementium. And then, I get to the card jack and then I swap over, and then when it's done, I swap back. And sometimes I'm gonna forget. That's gonna be awkward, but that's fine. Just so I actually fight something, I'm just gonna hop into the Traveler, but yeah, I'm just gonna start doing tier 8s most likely, and swap the drop thingy into one of the outlaw variants, and probably gonna just, I don't know, keep keeping the season mechanic for now. I don't know, because I've seen some good drops, but overall it's just not, doesn't really feel like it does that much, because the map modifiers are valid in there for that stuff, and also it has some very interesting, like, and nice, like, neat combinations, like drop bonuses in there, so it might be still worth it. But then the chalk spirit is not working in there in the over realm, so not entirely sure. So yeah, obviously tier 7 traveler is not an issue, but I don't think I'm quite ready yet for tier 8. So yeah, and one more nice thing is that, where are we here? No. One more nice thing is that for a while, like, there's like 64,000 that I can progress through it. So like basically when I click on the door and I take down the mobs that spawn, and then whether I enter the door or not, this is already done. So I get the 80 per, so I can skip that and still progress this one for quite some time. So like 64,000 would be like somewhere around here. This one, and then probably eventually I'm gonna actually enter the door, and you might get the tickets, but I still have some tickets. And now what I am actually looking for is that, uh I need, and I kind of messed it up, but I need 5 more. So like the Pack Spirit shop, I think, has, like, refreshing stock of appearance crystals, like this thing is. So, like, I have, like, still 5 tickets. Like, at some point there was some event when they gave us quite a few, and I have everything here. And then for some reason I started opening, like, a different banner. But yeah, like, this is what I'm really looking forward to finally unlocking. Also, I wanted to do Iris because I opened all this, Iris outfit and Iris, uh Frost and Fire and Spirit uh outfits and all that stuff. It was very nice. Also, like, Dark Gate effect. But the problem is that I looked, and then it's like it's what, Rock Spirit or Rock whatever, and like I actually wanna use the skins. I actually wanna see my my Iris, and not just turn it into a rock. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like there's all that skin and then it's not even that great. And also it kind of gave me a headache just seeing the rock spirit just banging there and all the visual effects. But I can turn those down. Anyway, I ended up going on a tangent again. So yeah, nothing nothing special. 2.5 bill. Uh, I'm not gonna make a code because there's no point. It's just you just go in there. I'm copying a friend's one, but there's like a bunch of tier 8 ready 2 billion ish. There's like a bunch of them already. So yeah, I don't really trust 5 trillion to be honest. I don't really. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe it is actually 5 trillion. Yeah, okay, it's probably actually 5 trillion. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I lie. Okay. Okay, it is. Okay. It is actually 5 trillion. All right. So yeah, I don't even think that I'm ever gonna get to this point, honestly, because it's just gonna be. I'm not that hyped on it. Maybe I'm a little bit burnt out on ARPG or something, and also I don't really wanna like see these are all purples, not even 30s. Anyway, but I'm sure I can upgrade those if I just spend my FE. How much I have? I have like 100 FE after spending a bit to fix up a few things here and there. So yeah, I don't want to burn out before PoE League. It's like that comes at the end of the month, and that's probably what I'm gonna put hours into. So I'm just gonna probably, if I play Torchlight, if it, I'm just gonna play a little bit here and there, and then I'm here. I wanna go to like 15 ish or something, because like if I get to 15, that's when I get another 50. And then I'm not gonna open Pact Spirit, I'm gonna open another appearance crystal chest. Probably. I don't know. I don't really like what's in there, to be honest, this time. Mm, let's gleam on. What even is this? Don't skin something? I don't know. And this one is level up effect. It's kind of neat, but I'm not gonna get that far. Is the thing, right? Because I'm like what 5 in, and then if I get 40, then I'm gonna get to like 50, because then I get 5 under here. So I just stop here. Like obviously you're never gonna get to like the actual good stuff, because for that you're gonna have to actually spend some money there. So I don't really know. Maybe I'm just gonna get the Pact Spirit anyway, because it's just the options are not very good. Because as far as I know, it's not gonna be like, oh, you're gonna randomly draw one of the top ones. From my experience, it's just gonna be rolling from the bottom anyway. And I don't really need like Scorching Pulse or Blazing Bullet or Red Lotus Surge. I'm not really interested in those. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Alright, bye.